Hello, hello, hello again, and we're back to the beautiful lobby of the Westin Cas Marina,
Gorgeous.
7 Mile, here in the Cayman Islands. And with me, having a good conversation with the beautiful Kimberly Carlos.
Thank you so much, Michelle.
Well, it's really a pleasure. And by the way, this interview is not going to be possible without, of course, Mr. Shelby.
Oh yes, my papa. And my Lola, of course.
Of course, Ate Josie.
Yes.
And the rest of the, Gonzalez family and
My mom, my mom's family.
the family of Kimberly in the BRAC.
Yes, of course. My family here in Cayman. There's so many
She
people.
has a big family here in Cayman, both Filipinos
Yes.
and Caymanians. And the Brackers there, hi, I hope you're all doing well.
Yes.
Let's go back to the conversation that I always like to. She's one of my favorite guests. She talks, and
thank you.
I know a lot of people will be inspired, especially listening to Kimberly. Somebody's requesting, Atisani, this is the request of Atisani, being the first runner-up of Cayman Islands Miss Universe. To you, what is beauty?
Beauty is subjective in so many ways because I think that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but as a woman, and as a woman who has experienced so much and been exposed and traveled throughout her life, I feel as if beauty is a matter of embracing who you are, embracing all your flaws, accepting yourself, and really taking that to heart and showing the rest of the world that you are beautiful and confident in your own skin, and that there's nobody who should be able to define and tell you what beautiful is, because you are beautiful. And whatever purpose you have in life, you should go after it, chase those dreams, and reach your highest potential, because that in itself is beauty.
My God, see, I told you. You only have to throw 3 words, and she has a beautiful answer. Like, it's really true, and it's nice to see like a woman who's not only physically beautiful, but the heart. By the way a person talk, she's already showing what's in her heart, what's in her mind, and how Kimberly describes it. I think if you're going to just to get the main meaning of beauty to you is it really comes from inside.
Yes.
It really comes
It's a
from
reflection of who you are.
It just radiates outside. Like what they said, you cannot hide the light inside you.
No.
It actually comes out.
Yeah.
And in your eyes, in your smile. Your
My big
smile is
eyes.
it's very contagious, once you smile, that's what they always say. When you smile, it's difficult for a person not to smile back.
Yes. And it's so funny because during the motorcade, I would look and make eye contact with everybody on the street, even the people who were in the condos, the construction workers, and some people who were quarantining. I was looking for them and I made eye contact and I gave them the biggest smile and wave. And people were like, who are you waving to? There's nobody there. And I said, there are people
inside.
And I see them and I want them to know that I'm with them.
Yeah.
And I'm here. And you know what? Someone came back and said, I was in quarantine and that girl in the green, she waved at me.
Oh, that is a beautiful green dress.
Yes. And you know what? That was also symbolic for the green parrot, which is our national bird.
Yeah.
So,
that's what I'm thinking. Like this green is similar to something, and then when you mention now parrot, it's like it's
even to my earrings, if you looked at it,
it
had similar colors to the green parrot. So a lot of things that I do has some symbolism to it, definitely.
So after the pageant now, what aside from work, so do you have commitments now, additional commitments that will make you busy, after work, or do you have invitations or?
Yes, I've been getting a couple invitations, which is surprising since it hasn't even been a week yet, but I've been asked to be part of a panel for a biotechnology webinar with psychedelic medicine.
Whoa.
So that is really far-fetched and advanced, so different, but so interesting for my psychology background.
Yeah,
so I'm hoping that I'll be able to attend that. And then I have a STEP seminar, which is relevant to the trust industry that I'm in, that they'd like for me to speak to as a student who's gone through it, and to really relay the message of what's available here in Cayman, as well as a concert next weekend for a Filipino charity. So I've been invited to be the MC, so I'm just waiting to see whether or not I have that permission to participate, because I do have a contract and I have to abide by certain rules, and I have still a representation for the committee as well.
That's actually part of my next question, because of course you are part of the committee now. So, going forward, or the next pageant, will you still be active, like helping,
I hope so.
Helping them to train?
Yeah.
You know, or because you already have the experience, you know, teaching them how to talk or how to answer questions, and you know how to dress.
Yeah, I would love to. I mean, if I was given that opportunity, I would really like to speak to young ladies about being a part of the pageant and the holistic ideology that goes into it, because being in pageants is not about how glamorous or how beautiful and how well you photograph. It's about your mental and emotional capacity as well. How do you handle yourself being put under pressure, being most vulnerable and subject to the community? And you have to be strong and resilient to push forward and be your best version at all times. Because you never know what may come your way. So as I've said to the girls, you got to be ever ready. And I would love to be able to speak to young women about that, because it's having that security in yourself that makes you the most confident.
Do you have like any potential, like you are already eyeing for somebody, like this person I know can be the next, you know?
Oh, I have so many.
Really?
There's actually, I think there's 2 young ladies that I've personally spoken to, and I said, you will be the next Miss Cayman. I know you will. Because
you already have the experience and you already have the eye, I should say, you know, you can say that she's a potential.
Yes, so one of them is actually studying law at the moment, and another one is taking a break from medicine. So I really hope that they decide to pursue Miss Cayman, because I think that we definitely need strong women in our society to take those leadership roles and to be an example for all young ladies to realize that you can do so much more than just being a beautiful face. You have to be inside and out and serve your community with all your heart.
The circle of Cayman beauties, like it's not that big, you know, but it's also a circle not only of beautiful women, but smart women with vision, women with, you know, with strength, with a lot of potential. And being in that circle, you know, as the circle grows bigger and you know, you get to pass it to, you know, the next generation. And would you like in the future, would you like to also encourage your daughter to join the pageant?
I mean, my little sister, she's 10 years old, and as I would practice, because I would go on YouTube and I would listen to pageant questions or past interviews of previous Miss Universes, and that's how I would just kind of engage myself on a mental basis to understand what is required. And she would say to me, I think I would like to be Miss Universe or be Miss Cayman, and she's 10 years old. So I said, of course, absolutely. So I would love to be in a position where, if that is their choice, to put them through that. And if I do have daughters, who knows, maybe I have sons.
So, guys, it will be our last segment. We're just going to have, or to take a break, and then we'll get back and talk again with Kimberly. And also, we will be joined by the spicy member of Bayanihan, Ate Sunny. We'll be right back.
Thank you.